So why put in the energy? Why put in the effort? Why put in yourself if there's a chance that it just might not work out? Why even do it? You're going to pour yourself into something. You're going to give it everything you've got. You're going to go on dates. You're going to create a profile. You're going to face rejection. You're going to do all this time and energy investment, go on countless dates. And at the end, there's a chance that it might not work out. Why even put yourself out there? Why even do that? That's the question that we're going to be talking about today, because that paradigm, that thought that says, why even invest? If you invest, give it everything you've got, and it doesn't work out, it will all be for naught. And you will have wasted your time. You'll have wasted that part of your life. And that thought is the thought that kills countless dreams, kills and prevents countless relationships, because as Don Shula would say, it's the start that stops most people. What that paradigm wants to do is that paradigm wants you to look out into the future and anticipate some future pain. Yeah, would that suck? Yeah, that would suck. You put in a bunch of energy and time and it doesn't work out. That would suck. And so based on that suck, you're saying, I'm not even going to start this thing. But there's something better and bigger that I want you to focus on. How do you get yourself to move forward when there's that possibility? Because is that a possibility? Yes. Let's be honest with ourselves. Yes, that's a possibility. But there's something even worse if you don't. And in this technique I want to share with you, it's called staring down the dark. And when there's something that you want to do, but you're like having trouble getting yourself to take that first step and to do it, stare down the dark. And what that means is stare right into the darkness of that fear, stare right into the darkness of that pain, and you say, yeah, you would suck if that happened. But you know what would be worse? And go right to the end of your life. And imagine this, at the end of your life, you've got two options and you're laying in your deathbed. And you will have lived one of two lives. One life, you gave it everything you had. One life, you poured your heart and soul into what you wanted, your dream, that relationship that you were going after, that business that you wanted to start, that book, whatever your dream is, you gave it everything you had to go after the vision that you have. And you're laying on the deathbed, and no, it didn't come true. But you got a whole bunch of stories to tell. You had a whole bunch of adventures along the way. You knew, and you've got the satisfaction of knowing that you gave it all at the end of the day. What's the other choice? The other choice is the burden of the what if. The other choice is to lay in your deathbed considering, what if I had actually given everything I had? What if I had actually poured in? What would my life have been like if I actually tried? And that is way more painful. That regret is searing. And the problem is, when you're on your deathbed and you realize that that regret is way worse than knowing you gave it everything you had and came up short in that regard, when you're in your deathbed, you can't make another choice because you've already made it. But the good news is that today, you and I can make another choice. Today is the day that we can decide, hey, what choice am I going to make? Am I going to make a choice to possibly experience the pain of having something not work out, the pain of maybe getting hurt again, the pain of maybe pouring myself in and coming up short? Or do I want to experience the pain of regret? And I don't know about you, but to me, that is way worse than living a full, fulfilled life knowing I gave it everything I had. And so the day to make that decision is today. The day to make that choice is right now, because right now is the only moment that you have. And what happens is we think we've got a lot of time to make that choice, but the truth is we don't. No one knows how much time that we have. You don't know how much time that you have. All you know is that you have this moment right here and right now. So what choice are you making for your life? What would it look like if you were to actually make the choice to live that fulfilled life, to go after what you wanted? When that voice comes up and says, well, you could put in a bunch of energy, but you might come up short and it'll be all for naught. You look at that voice and you say, that's damn right. I might come up short, but it won't be for naught. It will be for my fulfilled life. And you go after it. What action would you take if you were choosing that path today? What action would you take? What start would you get started on? In other words, what step would you take? Go ahead and post that in the comment section below. If you're like me and you believe that living a fulfilled life is way more valuable than living with the pain of regret, share with me, what action are you taking? Post that in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the path of a life that you love.